and welcome everyone. I am Amna Madan and I am a certified handwriting and signature analyst, the founder of Ecrivo. You write, we discover. Every startup has a journey to tell. It's not only about the startup, but the people who create it, their unique personality, their strengths, and complementary traits which make a startup successful. Diving into the Psyche is an initiative of Ecrivo where we are conducting the interviews of people who are doing something unique and different in their own fields, be it entrepreneurship, academics, teaching, etc. The unique thing about this series of interviews is that we not only interview the individuals about their journey and work, but also do the live analysis of their handwriting and signature and discuss their personality traits and how they are relevant to their work and profession. Every handwriting has a tale to tell. So today we are going to listen to the startup journey of two people who started off with a vision to create sustainable marketing solutions through their venture called Digital Grahak. I would like to welcome Parth Arora and Aditi Goel, the co-founders of Digital Grahak, in our very first show of diving into the psyche. Hi Aditi, hi Parth, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am now. I'm how are you?
I'm also good. Aditi Goel, through her strategic foresight, drive, and determination, has been able to help the clients build sustainable, scalable, and digital supply chain solutions. And Parth Arora has proven track record in enhancing profitability, improving service levels, and maximizing process efficiency. I welcome you both, and I would like you to tell something to the audience about what is Digital Grahak.
I guess lady should go first. Aditi, you start.
No, you should start. You should start.
Okay. So Deadly Dark is very, it was a vague idea, but now it is coming into shape after a year now. It started during the lockdown, and again we are amid a lockdown in Delhi at least. So yeah, it was a forced kind of startup. We both were planning to do something else in our life. I guess Aditi was working at that point of time, and I was interning at some place because I was completing my MBA. So one day we just we were having a basic, informal chat where we are discussing that Indian SMBs are not coming up like they should be in the market. So one thing which we felt was a need and which lacked in terms of their operations and everything, that they didn't care about the marketing. So we are here to trying to educate some of them and trying our best to make them online and make them ready.
That is amazing. So, how do you guys first decided that you wanted to do something of your own and not do that 9 to 5 job? So, what motivated you to take that step?
So the motivation has not been like past year. It has been the motivation behind every course, behind every degree, or behind every step or internship that we chose. I think from class 8th, we were pretty sure that we want to into business. Like it's a common thing for me and Parth that it's always been that we never thought of doing a full-time job. We don't say that it's not what we are good at. We are good at it. I mean, I can't say I'm not good at it. I am definitely good at it. I can achieve results similarly for Parth. But we thought that our motivation to work is not monetary security. And thanks to, the upbringing, the background and everything, both of us do not have the fear to lose, right? I think that is the exact thing that we require when we are entering into entrepreneurship, because when you look at the success criteria, it's like 1 out of 100 or 2 out of 100 these days. But I would like to say that that is the thing that makes us the right people for doing a startup or venture into an entrepreneurial journey.
Absolutely. So we are also going to see some unique traits, personality traits that you both have, which could be complementary, which could be opposite as well, that help you to run your show smoothly and show to the world what digital grahak is. So to the audience, I would like to tell that they both have shared their handwriting samples with me and I've analyzed their handwriting. So we are going to discuss their traits, how each of their traits is unique and help them in different ways. So Aditi, a trait that I could easily notice in your handwriting was that you are a person who looks at things in a very broad perspective. So you want things to look good broadly. It's not about that you want them to be in detail perfect, but you want that overall if it is looking good, then it's fine for you. So how does this trait of yours help you in your startup?
Okay, so it's not just about looking good. It's more about, I feel that, when you are looking at things from a very, very broad aspect, you tend to figure out what is the missing element. Because even when you're looking at a jigsaw, until unless you have seen the picture of the jigsaw, you cannot complete it, right? If you don't know what you are making, you cannot make it, right? So until unless you are sure that, this is the broader picture that we are looking for, what are you working towards? That is the whole idea. Like, if you do not know that, this is the goal, this is the bigger goal. Maybe sometimes that bigger goal, I would say for me, is highly unachievable goals. But then I think Parth comes into picture and tries to tell me that, this is how it is going to work.
Yes.
I was coming. We are going to be.
So he has a personality trait that he's a very detail-oriented person. He looks at the fine and the minute details that whatever. So for example, if I show him probably a design, he would notice that all the patterns that are there in that design, how they have been made, whether they are perfect or not. So that's how I think both of your traits complement each other to get you going on your startup.
Yeah, I would like to add on to that. I think if Digital Graph or maybe any other company will venture out together in future as well, if it's a basic jigsaw puzzle, then that box on which we make the jigsaw is Aditi, and I'll take care of all the pieces are there or not. Perfect. So all the minute details are handled by me, and she gives that macro, and I take care for the micro thing.
Yes, perfect. And so, as I look at your handwriting, Parth, it shows that you are a person who knows how to maintain a balance of emotions. You know when to express what and how to express. However, on the contrary, Aditi is more expressive about her emotions. So the day she is sad, the day she is angry, she's very happy, it comes upon her face very easily. So how do you think this trait plays an important role in your journey?
I think when we do everything professionally, I think Aditi can handle her emotions very well. When it comes to personal relations, like when she's talking to me or maybe someone in her family, I think then she's very, very expressive in terms of emotions. Otherwise, professionally, I think she's pretty good.
So that's how you create the balance of your emotions.
Yeah.
One thing common that I can find.
And if I am sometimes what happens if I'm getting too expressive, or I tend to get like a higher degree of expressiveness, Parth WhatsApps me and says it's going a pitch higher. So calm down.
That is straight.
And then I know that I need.
Yes. So one thing common that I could read both of your handwritings is that you both are very analytical people. So whatever task and project has been given to you, you're very curious to ask questions related to it. You research a lot about that particular topic until and unless you yourself are satisfied. So even if you ask a lot of questions to people and they answer, you might not be satisfied with their answers because you yourself have researched so much about that. So that is the level of analytical people you are, the analysis you do for it. So how does it help you in shaping your services?
sometimes that actually doesn't help. Let me tell you, it's like this is a trait why we think that we will be doing a good job as well, because we like even if in a very confined profession or some employment work, we'll be doing each and everything ourselves. So we think that we can do a very good, we can be part of very good employment profile as well. But this helps as well at some point in time, because we trust ourselves and no one else. So yeah, that is there. Aditi, you want to add something to that?
Yeah, I feel that your skills is comes in very handy. I think whenever we are in terms of analysis, when we are making any analysis, that is, if you talk about competitor analysis, or you talk about cost benefit analysis, or you talk about profitability analysis, anything, in terms of marketing also, if you talk about return on investment, return on ad spend, everything. So every start doing it before we tell the we know what to tell the client in order to what his expectations are going to be. So I think it acts as a feather in the cap at times, and then we don't disappoint because we have already done so much of analysis behind it that we know that this is achievable and this is non-achievable, and how to provide that customer satisfaction level, where that point is coming. Otherwise, in service industry, it's extremely difficult to provide customer satisfaction, because there's no tangible benefit or product that they are getting.
Absolutely.
Especially with digital now.
Yes. So let's come to something interesting apart from the strengths that we talk about. Aditi is a person who will procrastinate the task, who will postpone the task till the deadline approaches, while Parth wants to do things in a very organized way. So how does these opposing traits, how do you coordinate between them as co-founders?
I don't know why, but this doesn't reflect when we make deadlines. When Aditi makes deadlines, she makes it like very tight, like that which are not even sometimes achievable from people. Okay, maybe her pace of work is too fast for people, but this doesn't reflect when we are making the deadline. Otherwise, yeah, I think even if she is procrastinating, she is way faster than others, and she is like, even if I am someone who wants to meet every deadline, I am way slower than her. So I think that way we matches each other's pace. So that actually helps us.
Yeah.
Because I feel sometimes if I don't, like, sometimes this is huge need for me to procrastinate, and I don't say that it's a good quality, it's a very quality. Sometimes I feel I've wasted 2-3 hours altogether thinking about something which is not even relevant. Instagram is playing a major role in that these days, to be very specific, when I'm procrastinating. But if I don't, I feel is wrong with people, that they just work. So am I audible? Got stuck.
Yeah. Now you're audible.
Yeah. So that was it. I mean, that is why it's bad and good. Like,
So I think another trait of
if I do
yours.
it.
Yeah, another trait of yours which makes you, talk about irrelevant things or think a lot about it is that you're a person who overthinks about a particular thing a lot. So you keep on overthinking about what you're doing and how the task have to go on, rather than just going and implementing it.
No. So I overthink every night. Like every night, every day. I think I cannot sleep before I finish with my overthinking session, which goes on till pretty late. Affects my morning routine as well, and I just
affects my sleep as well.
Professional life.
So what I would say is like it's all connected. Like, I don't know how you get it, Amya. Like, this is pretty good, the analysis, because it's all connected. Why? Because if you have to think from a very broader perspective, you have to overthink. Yes. Otherwise, you will not get that macro level strategy. Correct. And I am not an overthinker, so I know that this is only possible when you are overthinking.
Exactly. So, Parth, you're a person who wants recognition and attention from people. You want people to observe you, your work, and you cannot imagine yourself staying alone for a very long period of time. So, you always want to be around people. You want them to appreciate you. How do you think this helps in your venture and marketing it well to others?
So a part of it is right. I want to be around people who I like and who I love. Okay. And the other part, uh, like I want to be appreciated because I am the best. I know that. So, so that is a Taurian. I guess that is a Taurian trait. So yeah, that is in me by since birth. For that, I would like to thank my parents for that. Yeah.
And Aditi, you are a person who needs variety. So you don't feel like doing the monotonous task or a routine task every day. So how does this the need for variety help you in bringing new and innovative ideas to your venture?
So every 3-4 days, I am kind of overthinking that what is happening. This is the same thing that has been happening. We need a change. People are going to get bored. It's time to innovate. It's time to explore, and then we deep dive down into the research again, and then you must like for our every service that we bring out into the market or we try to bring out, it's highly researched. It's not just secondary research that goes behind it. It includes primary research. It includes research on the operational level. It's highly researched. That is only because we both feel that it is essential to bring out new products, new services into the market. Otherwise, I think that we will reach a stagnant point beyond which we cannot grow. Like very big companies can act as an example for this. In every company which is playing these days, starting from Unilever or any FMCG company that you see, they are innovating their products highly. Apple, Dell, every huge company, every big company, or every small company now has a product or a service range of more than 50 plus, in order to succeed in the market.
Yes.
So I feel that is very, very.
So would you like to elaborate for our audience what your services are and what you provide to them in Digital Grahak?
Okay. So in Digital Grahak, we generally customize all the solutions as per the requirements of the businesses, because we feel that every business has different marketing requirements. We try to understand and analyze what is the best fit for every business. We also have specific target industries which we will be starting to target from this particular year or this particular quarter. The industries that we are looking forward to and think can do extremely well are education, wellness and fitness. Then we have fashion industry, because fashion is something that cannot just stop. In spite of COVID, health, wellness cannot stop. So all such industries, except that we are also venturing into startups in a very, very unique way. I think that is better when we go live with that. Then the audience knows about it. Then it will be better.
Correct. So
I think
I'll
the
be
launch
sharing the details of Digital Grahak with all the viewers in the description box. And one last trait that I would like to tell you both and ask a question related to it is that Aditi is a person who sometimes loses the enthusiasm during the course of work, and she has had to be pushed to finish that task. On the other hand, Parth has a trait which is one of his biggest strengths, that he is positive and has a hopeful approach towards life. So he looks at things in a very hopeful manner, in a positive manner, and puts in enthusiasm to reach the target. So can you tell an instance where this thing happened?
Okay. So being optimistic, okay, I think I try to be hopeful in a terms of like in a macro level. I try to be I'm very, very hopeful that everything will be good. Digital Grahak will be in the Fortune 500 maybe someday. So I am very hopeful in a macro level, but in micro level, I think Aditi is very optimistic. Because she knows whatever she is doing and whatever I am doing will make sense at the end of the day. And apart from that, losing the things because she gets bored with things, right?
Yeah.
So
correct.
she needs new things. That is the main thing which kind of which I have to push, that ho jayega, like you have to do it. We will manage it somehow. So that sometimes we'll do, and there are times as well when I also get demotivated because startup is a game which is very difficult. So it is also there. So we actually act like partners when such difficult situations come. Yeah.
Yes. So that's how you as co-founders complement each other, despite having some opposite traits and some complementary traits to let the venture grow. And that's what the qualities of an entrepreneur should do. So I would like to get your feedback as to how did you find your analysis to be?
I found it very appropriate. I don't know how you do it, how you manage to do it, but you are very dangerous, I would say, for us.
Yeah, I feel there's too much information revealed about me. There are these traits nobody should know. I mean, I don't want people to utilize the traits, and it is very accurate. In fact, I'm going to give you a call after this for my other things also, just in case, throw some light on those aspects of my life as well. So yeah, it is very accurate. I think Amya, you are doing a fabulous job with analysis. I have done like personality analysis many a times because I'm from psychology background myself.
Yeah.
But the accuracy level that I usually get, what generally people just tell me is that you're an extroverted person. You like to talk. You like to go out. I mean, there's nothing more than that. People or psychologists in general tend to tell.
Correct.
So you are like the work is absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm confident.
I would also like to thank you both for being a part of this interview. And I'm pretty sure people would have got to know about your venture, how you're utilizing your unique traits in making Digital Grahak reach new heights. And all the best for your journey. You have come so far. Hope to see you in the top 50 Fortune list. As you said, don't lose that hope. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.